comparatively from this year to last year, where you guys didn't, I mean, no one knew what you could do or anything. What was the difference? What's been the difference in planning this thing?
Well, I think that we didn't feel so. Uh, what's the word for it? There wasn't as much left up in the air. Like things were more sure because people are, you know, um, they're out and about more. In other words, we could plan it and not. Last year when we planned, we didn't know whether or not the city was going to have to pull our permit at the last minute in case, large public gatherings they wouldn't be able to allow it. This year we're pretty sure that, things are just going to keep continuing steady. So that made it easier.
And with everything you guys got planned, I mean, how excited are you to roll this thing out? Normal conditions, in its entirety there.
Very much, very much. And it's the one difference that we tried to do this year was we tried Denise and I tried to focus all of the activities around McCorkle Park. We did that purposely because the pool is going to be in a process of deconstruction and being rebuilt, and some of the playground equipment over at the recreation park is going to be replaced. So there's not much for folks to do over there, and for safety and for just for aesthetics, so that it would look nicer. Then we chose McCorkle Park because things over there are not going to be in a state of construction. And so we just kind of tried to plan around that and just thought that would be safer and more comfortable for all the people who are coming. And it kind of fit in with our goals anyway, because, of course, Main Street's main goal is to bring any support and traffic and attention to our downtown historic district. And there's a lot of people that aren't aware of our new businesses that have popped up along. And if they come down for some of the Freedom Festival activities, they'll get to see that there's some new life there.
Absolutely. And kind of tell me about some of the things that are new here and some of the kind of returning attractions you got coming up.
Well, one thing we're excited to say is that the Rotary Club is bringing back the pancake breakfast. There was only a 1-year hiatus because of COVID last year that they took a year off and weren't able to do it. This year, the Rotary Club breakfast is back, and we're thrilled about that. This will be our second annual Freedom Festival Glow Run. We also did one in the fall, but that was a pumpkin glow run. And so for the second year, Main Street is hosting a glow run, and that will be on. Let me check the schedule. Forgive me. It's going to be on Saturday the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, and then people can come over to the registration table at 9:00, and the run will start at 10. And then one new thing we're very excited about is that we're going to be having a street dance in the park. And so if you've ever been to like a Carnival at Worlds of Fun, where a DJ is live in the street with lights and whatnot, it's just like a big open air outdoor disco, and it's just a big outdoor nightclub. And so we're going to be doing that for the first time right before the glow run, and that will be at the end of the neighborhood block party. And so we're very excited about that. And then, of course, as always, the fireworks will be the grand finale on Sunday the 4th at 10:00, as always.
Absolutely. And, of course, this is your third year, and coordinating it seems to not get easier. I mean, do you feel like it's getting easier year after year to do this, or is it sometimes when you're incorporating newer things like the neighborhood block party or the downtown street dance, or does it make it harder? Kind of what's it like each year?
I don't know if it's a matter of easier or harder. I think that for Denise and I, when we talk about it, that our struggle is trying to make sure that we incorporate favorite traditions, but bring in new stuff to keep stuff fresh.
Absolutely.
And so every year we want something different, but then we want the old favorites to stay the same because people come back and look forward to those year after year. So maintaining that balance, just taking a look at the days and the events. One new thing that we're very thankful for is is just different organizations working together. For instance, the pet show is always on Thursday night after the municipal band does their patriotic concert in the park. That way the crowd is already there at the park and everyone can watch the pet show, and that is great. This year we contacted the Cameron Public Library and learned that they were planning on hosting a free movie night in the park, and so we asked them if they could move that up and do it the same night. So there will be the pet show, the patriotic concert, and then following that, a movie in the park hosted by the local Cameron Public Library. And so they have not announced what movie that it's going to be, but it's going to be, it'll be family friendly. And so we're very, very excited about that. And so just different new things come and old favorites come back. And so it's going to be very exciting.
All right. Now, one more question, which is, we've been in about a year and a half long funk. What's it like kind of almost, it seems like it's almost Cameron's official coming out party when it comes to this big slump everything's been in because of COVID. I mean, what's it like to be part of that big rollout for this summer?
Well, I think it feels good, and I hope that that the citizens of Cameron will feel comfortable to participate and celebrate and remember what the day is for. There's a long, long line of soldiers who have fought for our freedoms to be able to celebrate and do things like we're going to be doing on the 4th. And so, being a veteran's wife, I don't take that lightly. And I know there's always going to be some folks that, that have health concerns that don't feel comfortable coming out. But it makes me very, very thankful every day that our town has been supportive of the fact that even during the time when everyone was being really cautious, everyone has been very, very supportive of Main Street. For example, the St. Patrick's Day Parade, one of the largest turnouts that we've had in years. That people are ready to do stuff, to do it safely, especially in open air where they can distance responsibly, and that people want to get back into seeing their neighbors, that stuff was missed, and that they're ready to have something to celebrate. And I can't think of anything better to celebrate than our nation's birthday.